You know, it's kind of nice to have the windows open because I can see daylight.
You can see daylight?
Yeah, because anytime we record, I feel like it's nighttime outside and I don't like it.
I think the last 5 episodes have been...
I feel like we mostly just record when it's nighttime.
Yeah, and it's not good because I always look sleepy. But guess what, guys?
She's awake today.
I'm awake. It is the middle of the day.
It is literally 3 p.m. on a beautiful Friday.
Yes.
It is Saturday, right? Oh, no, Friday.
No, it is Friday.
Yeah.
Best time right now because you know that you have the weekend ahead of you, but it's not the weekend yet. And we're about to record this, and after this, wow, so much for it being quiet outside.
I wonder if there's like a air.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But we also are coordinating today.
That was not on purpose.
I mean, like, not really. We're just both wearing, if you're not watching the video, we're both wearing navy blue. I'm not wearing a jersey. Yoni's wearing a jersey. I'm wearing just like a t-shirt, but I'm wearing a New York Yankees t-shirt.
I got New York. Do you know what what sport that is?
It's baseball.
Okay, wow. I was trying to put you on the spot
Yoni's wearing some Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, nice. I did not know you could pronounce it like that.
Was that good?
It was good.
Goodish. Which is a soccer team. But you are wearing like an actual jersey.
Yeah.
You know, I used to have this like idea that you can't really wear jerseys if you're not going to a game. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But I stand corrected because I did just order myself a nice jersey that I'm going to plan to wear as like to make an outfit.
Yeah, I mean, soccer jerseys are...
I just think it depends on the jersey. Like, there's some jerseys that are just not good. Like, I think for women, it has to be oversized.
It depends on the color as well.
The colorway, but also I think the fit. Like, it has to be worn in a way that's stylish if you're going to wear it as an outfit.
I feel like as a girl, you can wear
like if you wear
soccer jerseys, but then they can be like cropped a little bit. That's a style too. It doesn't always have to be oversized.
I think oversized looks better though. You wear them oversized with like some shorts or something.
No, with jeans, let's say. Like the blue
or
denim
jeans.
jeans.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the What's the Juice podcast. I am one of your hosts, Alia Zaitza.
Oh, forgot your last name?
No, I just forgot to.
And my name is Yoni Kodo, your other co-host.
And welcome back to the pod, everybody. We hope that you had a great week since we last talked.
I feel like we just recorded yesterday. That's how it feels like.
Yeah, it does feel that way. It's been feeling that way lately because we are ramping up for the summer.
There's a lot happening.
Oh, yeah. That's like an understatement.
That
doesn't even cover the bases.
And this episode is not to bring you stress, the listener.
It might, so be cautious.
We just need to get some shit off our chest, okay?
Like, because for real.
So
walk us through what's been happening the last couple days, last couple weeks since we've been back from New York.
Since we've been back, the first week the weather has been, if it wasn't raining every day, it was definitely cloudy.
Yeah, and cold.
We just hit summer. When was the first day of summer?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday, and the weather switched like this.
Like literally, summer. What is it called? Summer solstice went by. Like it was like not a nice day, and then the next day, boom, nice weather. Yeah. Like hot 70, 75.
Yeah, and so we've been dealing with moving, selling stuff. Shout out to Facebook Marketplace.
Marketplace.
No, Facebook Marketplace. I didn't know how much people were on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't know. Like, you can post something right now, and people will just like.
Yo, I post something and like 10 minutes later, I already have people inquiring about it. If you don't know, Facebook Marketplace is basically a part of Facebook where you can list different items. You can sell cars, you can sell furniture.
I feel like most people know that.
I mean, I don't know, but it is kind of like my go-to for buying furniture. Like a good amount of the furniture in here is from there, and other objects and plants and whatever you want. But you can also sell your things, which I feel like is so handy because that's what you do when you move or you want to get rid of something. You just put it on Facebook Marketplace.
But I wonder why you keep telling me that, because I have some pants and shoes that I want to get rid of. Why?
It's not for clothes. People don't go on there for clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like known for furniture.
Yeah, it's for like home goods.
I'm going to search some shoes and see if I can find something.
I mean, I'm sure that people list it, but I'm saying the type of clothes that you have for the price you want to sell them at Nobody's looking for Adidas Samba or like Carhartt, blah, 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 or whatever you want to sell. Like those, you go on the other stores where like people know that shit.
No, I get it.
But basically, for a little bit of context, right? There's a lot happening in our life right now because we are doing a big move. And we're doing a big move, as in we're moving across the country. In a way that is probably not the best method.
It's not.
It's not at all. And, we're just doing this to ourselves. One, because you only live once. Two, because we're impatient. Three, because it just kind of lined up that way. So if you don't know, we talked about this more extensively in our summer plans episode, which was a few episodes back. So you can listen to that if you want to learn more about just our summer plans in general. But we're basically 4 weeks from now. Oh my God, it's 4 weeks from now.
Yeah, that sounds very
crazy.
scary.
4 weeks from now, we are going to leave for a trip, a 1-month trip to Europe, where we're going to go to several different places to see Yoni's family, and for me to meet Yoni's family for the first time that lives there. And then for Yoni to meet my family and my family in Romania that lives there. And we're going to be gone for a month. But that's not all.
That is not all. Because once we leave, like whenever we're back from our vacation, we're not coming back to Seattle.
No.
We're going straight to New York, and
we're moving to New York.
Yes, we're moving. And this is the challenging part that's happening right now. It's like we have to know what to pack or what clothes do you need, like we'll need in the fall in New York.
Well, I'm not really thinking about it that way. It's just more about thinking that whatever we bring with us for the trip, 1-month trip to Europe
is what
in the
we'll
summer,
have.
August, is what we're going to arrive in New York with for our move to New York.
Yeah. So it's not going to be a lot.
It's not going to be a lot because for a whole month traveling to see family and all that with like several flights back and forth, whatever, we're not trying to lug around like 5 suitcases each. Because I had a friend that I met with when we were in New York, and she was like, damn, but how are you guys gonna like bring all your stuff over? And I was like, well, we're not. We're just gonna bring like whatever is gonna be on the trip. She's like, damn, when I moved here, I came with 6 suitcases.
Yeah, I'm planning on having 2, right?
It's just gonna be like a big one each and then a carry-on each.
Yeah, I feel like, my goal is, I made like a personal goal. I want to fit all my clothes in that one big suitcase.
All your clothes?
Like all the, because when we might.
Do you know that your pants alone would not fit in one big suitcase?
See, and I know that, but I'm trying to get rid of a lot of pants that I don't wear. You know that piece of clothing you have in your closet, and you know that you never wear it, but then whenever you want to throw it out, you're like,
or like just sell it or give it away. Yeah,
you kind of think like, but I think I'm gonna wear this one day, and but never do.
You haven't worn it yet. It's truly, if you have to look at your whatever item it is and be like, have I worn this in the last like 6 months at least? If you haven't, you're not going to. But basically what's also happening now is clearly because we're moving out of Seattle, we will not live here anymore. We have to get rid of our apartment. So we're moving out when we leave for this trip, which is going to be like 3 weeks into July.
Yeah.
And we have to get rid of all the furniture.
Everything that you see on this frame and more
and
over there.
way more. Just obviously this is not like the only corner where we have shit. We have like stuff in the kitchen. We have our bed. We have all these things. And we need to get rid of everything and clean the apartment and take off anything off the walls. We have some shelves we got to take apart. All that.
So it's just a lot that's happening.
It's a lot. And we have to do all of this while still putting out a podcast every week, reels from that podcast. We have to do all of other work that we do. I have to put out a video. Yoni has to go to work. He also has to do his photo shoots and edit photos all that.
Keep up with family.
Keep up with family, especially because we're moving. Yeah. So we're like, got to get in that quality time. And people are like, oh, you guys are leaving. Like, I'm going to miss you so much. Like, we have to see each other like every weekend, blah, blah, blah. Got to do that with family. Got to do that with friends. We're also trying to just, I don't know, still be happy. Like have some like our own personal time with each other, because a lot of the time when we're hanging out together, we spend a lot of time just talking about work, talking about what we have to do, what we just talked about.
I will say though, yesterday we had a real nice dinner.
Yesterday we did have a nice dinner. That is true.
It was nice. Alia made some fire chicken. I almost said kitchen. That's
Classic.
it's classic ESL stuff. The sauce was amazing. Rice.
Oh yeah, let me just tell you right here. If you live in the U.S. and you have a Trader Joe's nearby, the Trader Joe's Calabrian chili pasta sauce.
Write it down.
Spicy Calabrian chili pasta sauce. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like I think it's the first pasta sauce that I'm actually like, it's good straight out of the jar. Because usually I get a pasta sauce that is in a jar and I add like my own things to it. To
no, that one is like better. Perfect.
That one I could literally eat it straight out the jar.
Yeah, but I never tasted something straight out of the jar. So then when you opened it, and you put you gave me a spoonful, and I was just like
warm.
And I was just like, I need to warm it up at least.
Why? It's just it's not like you have to cook it. It's not like it's dangerous to taste it without cooking.
It was just weird for me.
But anyways,
I want to get into today's episode, okay? Because I want to make it
I think we already are. I think we're just talking about we're prefacing it by saying the reason why we want to have this episode.
Okay, that was just some context.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is because life for us is a lot right now, and we're really trying to keep our shit together mentally. We have every few days and few moments in a day where one of us is like the stress just comes and seeps into, and you're just like, bro, this is too much. But we have to take it one day at a time.
And yesterday it got to me a little bit.
Yesterday was your day when it got to you, yes.
And it's very unlikely for me
to get that way.
To get stressed. Honestly, this is not even to sound like I never get stressed.
It's absolutely true.
Yeah. And so yesterday I did start slower. You were doing stuff and I needed some time to like really get my brain, because this is a lot of shit to do around here. But once I got on it, I was going boom, 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 moving things here, take all the trash out, come upstairs, do whatever. And I was really on it, and this is good. Mm-hmm. But I feel like my energy was making you stress, like it was stressing you out. Because the thing is,
sometimes in order for someone, and I'm not saying you necessarily, but I see myself that, no, even for me, like sometimes taking stress that is like annoying and negative and just having that kind of like, fuck, I hate this shit, but I just gotta go do whatever it is that I need to do. You just use that like frustration and anger and stress and just like put it all in that activity you gotta do.
That's what I did yesterday.
Exactly.
I was so frustrated. I was like, man, there's so much to do. I just want to be done with this.
Yeah.
So I wasn't angry while I was doing
but your
the
energy,
things.
It wasn't like a happy.
Oh, it wasn't a happy energy. I was just like focused and working. I didn't care. Like I think I wasn't really trying to like talk really.
Yeah, you weren't really trying to talk, which is fine, you know.
And we got a lot done. And after that,
that was me earlier in the day when you were still like getting your day started, and I was going through like our desk and sorting on things and throwing random shit out.
So
and yeah.
So you can transform the stress into something like positive or productive.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're just stressing, you're not doing shit, that's bad.
Yeah. I think you might as well just put that energy to use. Like you're so frustrated, you're like, fuck, like I'm gonna clean the shit out of this.
And you know what? It's very satisfying.
It is satisfying.
It was so satisfying.
It is satisfying for sure. So
that's.
And I think that, this is a perfect example, like to the extreme, but let's say we weren't moving and we didn't have to like get rid of all this stuff. Let's say it's just day to day, like we have to do all the things that we have to do every day, every week. Mm-hmm. We have to take care of ourselves. We've got to make food and cook food at home. We've got to go to work. We've got to do the work that we got to do together. We got to spend time together. We got to do all these things. And it somehow always feels like there's just too much to do in 24 hours.
It feels like that, and I always think about that. But I also think about another thing.
What?
Is that other people have the same 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they get it all done. But a lot of successful people, they have the same time. So I think it comes down to like,
you always say that whenever we have this conversation,
because I always
and
think
you
about
start
it.
feeling overwhelmed, right? You start feeling overwhelmed, or I start feeling overwhelmed, and I'm like, bro, 24 hours is just not enough, and 7 days a week is just not enough, and 2 days for a weekend is not enough, because I'd end up not actually having a weekend, because I just do whatever wasn't done during the week on the weekend. And then you always come in and you're like, yeah, but somehow like everybody has the same amount of days, the same amount of hours in a day. And I'm like, yeah, but you think the people that you're looking at that are successful or whatever, you think that they've got all their bases covered?
And also they have people working for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
Exactly. It's
No,
like when you don't have enough time, guess what you're going to do? You're going to pay someone to get extra time, because they're going to do something for you so that you can do something else.
Yeah. Take something off your plate. No, it's true. It's true. So when it's just us two literally doing everything, it can get kind of stressful. But you know what I was going to say? I was talking to someone the other day, and I was just telling them about all the things that we got to do. And it's a little bit stressful right now, but it's good stress. It's good because we're like in a transitional period in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And it is something that we're going to remember forever. It is something that we're proud that we're making this move. You know, we're working. Like, I would rather have this than just sit at home and not be stressed and not have shit to do. And I was there, and I was at that position.
I mean, yeah,
I was at that position, and I always would think like, man, I wish I was just busier.
I would say that my mom says this to me all the time, that not that I complain a lot, but I always kind of voice the fact that I'm so busy, I have so many things I want to do, I'd always feel like I'm running out of time, etc. And then let's say there's a time or a day where I don't really have anything that I got to do, and then I complain and I'm like, I'm so bored.
You do that.
Give me something to do. I don't know, like, it's so boring to not be busy. I think it could be also just that I'm so used to being busy. I don't even know, like, when I have the time to do something that's not related to someone else or something I have to do, I don't know what to do. Because I never have that time off.
Yeah. I can't relate to that, particularly because when I don't have anything to do and I got everything quote unquote done, I feel good and I'm going to enjoy myself.
And do what?
Go play soccer, go play basketball, do something that's not going to contribute to like my career or anything. It feels so good to do something just for yourself.
Yeah.
Going around, just going around taking photos and listening to a podcast. That's like such like a
when was the last time you
time.
actually did that though?
When we were in New York.
That was the only time.
Because once we got back, we got shit to do.
So I think this comes back to the idea of like, we want to have it all. We want to have all our bases covered. Our ideal situation is we have everything ticked off our list and we have every area of our life in a good place. Not a perfect place, but a good place. Where, let's say, have you ever played the game Sims?
No. Oh, yes, but I don't even remember how.
Well, anyways.
Is that the one where
you have like people that you create and they live in a house and you control them and you do just day-to-day things, like you make them eat and you make them have fun and you make them do this and that.
Yeah.
But in Sims, the game, you have like these little long tabs for each thing, like how hungry somebody is, how happy somebody is, how their social life, like all these things and all these areas in their life. And there's a tab with like a green liquid type of thing, right? And depending on where they're at, the green is either like all the way full, like they're at their happiest, or the hunger one is like red because you need to make them eat. So when I say like, it's not that every area of your life needs to be like a full green tab, but let's just say at least like all of them are kind of even and they're past the halfway point, filled in. So you're at a good place. Like, we are always trying to keep ourselves, and the ideal place is for us to have all of our tabs almost fully filled in that area of our lives.
Yeah.
And
is it possible to do that?
I feel like, from my personal experience of just, being in the adult part of my life where I'm seeing like living on my own and all that and having responsibilities, I don't think it's possible.
To have them all like at 100%?
Not 100%. Let's say all of them are between like 70 and 90.
That's really good. To me, usually there's always one that's under 50.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
There's always multiple under 50, low key. But let's say all of them, to have all of them over 60%.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so let's identify those different things, okay?
Okay.
You got health.
You've got, so I would say when I'm thinking about them, just the way that I prioritize my day-to-day things, I would say like work and career is like the top of my list.
Okay.
I wouldn't say should be, but I feel like for me, in general, career is like my number one priority. Is like getting all my work done. And it's like the first thing that I think about when I wake up. I wake up and I'm thinking, what do I have to do today? Is it video editing day? Is it podcast recording day? Do I have to get back to some emails? Like that's the first thing I think about when I wake up. Mm-hmm. Which it shouldn't be. But that's like, what about you, you know?
I mean, when I wake up, first of all, I think about obviously what I have to do that day. But then I also think about, because those are like things that are very important. Like what you have to do is your work, is your job, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's very easy to put your health on the back, like at the back of the bus.
No, it's very easy to put everything else on the backboard.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I wanted to go through all of them before we go into each one, right? So there's family that you have to keep in touch with,
or just see if you live in the same city.
So keep in touch, see, same shit, right?
Okay.
And then there is the financially that you want to be like, you want to make money.
Right. I feel like that's part of career.
That's part of career. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the rest what the rest are?
Well, you've got career, you've got family, you've got friends, you've got what else? Friendships.
And then your love life.
Yeah.
Alone time. You've got your health, fitness, eating well, taking care of your body. Yeah, so all of those things are just so much. So for all of them to be at 100 or 80 or 70.
For all of them to be at a constant over 60%.
Exactly. If you know how to do that, please let us know. Because to me, there's like sometimes family is under 50 because you just like focus on your work, and which is not good, you know?
Or focused on more of like the ones that fall under yourself. So it's like 1 week you really prioritize getting your work done on time and getting to the gym and eating well.
Yeah. But then that takes so much time that how do you make time for hang out with your friends or
hang out with your family?
Yeah.
Or also having downtime that's alone time. Because somebody could be like, okay, but alone time is when you go to the gym. I'm like, okay, but I also want to have alone time when I'm not at the gym.
Exactly. Alone time where you're just doing what you want to do, not for anyone else, not even for yourself.
And not for like a specific goal that I have. Yeah. That something, alone time that is not contributing to the tabs that I have in my life.
Yeah. Damn.
And I don't know why I feel like the more time goes by, I realize how hard this is and how I'm constantly chasing this idea that like I should be able to have all those things done. I should be able to always have like everything filled.
Yeah.
To a place where I don't feel like I'm falling short anywhere, because at the end of every week I feel like there's something that just has to give. There's something that just always falls through the cracks. It's either that I haven't talked to my family and I haven't had time to hang out with them, or it's friends that I haven't seen or talked to, or I haven't gone to the gym and I've been eating poorly, or I didn't get all my work done because I chose to hang out with my friends and I didn't have enough time to get my work done, or I haven't had any alone time at all because I prioritized all those things. Like there just isn't enough time to do it all.
Yeah. And one thing I think about every time when I'm driving somewhere and I'm going anywhere, and I always want to have this one feeling. And it's that everything is good. I always think about, like if I'm driving and let's say work is going great. Mm-hmm. We're caught up on all the episodes, photography is great, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Hung out with my friends, talked to him. We caught up. I'm on my gym shit. I'm working out. I'm eating healthy. I'm feeling stronger. But there's always the one that's like, but I haven't called this person back. I need to talk to this person, or like I need to talk to this person from years ago, and it's just like it's been just on my back, you know. And I don't think I ever felt like completely satisfied,
like you're in a good place with everything.
And I mean, last time that was when I was a kid, like when you don't have responsibilities.
But that's because when you're a kid, you don't have to pay rent, you don't have a job.
There's nothing you have to do.
Exactly. You just go to school, you see your friends at school.
Exactly. You come home, dinner is ready, but now
you don't have to cook that shit. Exactly. You don't have to clean.
You come home, you got to think about, I gotta clean, I gotta cook, I gotta work out, I gotta call my mom, I gotta call my this, I gotta work out, I gotta put out a podcast episode, we gotta move. So it's just like, and this is not to like stress you guys out when we're talking about it. I feel like this is like a therapeutic episode for us.
Yeah.
Just to get it off our chest, right? But
I don't know if it will be totally off though, because we still got to deal with this shit.
We still got. But it's. I want you guys maybe to like even just like. I feel like everyone has this. Everyone is dealing with this.
Totally.
And also, what I just said, that me when I'm driving, I just always think about what is one thing that I still have to take care of, and it's usually a lot of times. It's calling someone. And I hate that feeling. You know?
Yeah. For me, I would say there's more.
And it's hard. I don't know. I struggle with like fixing, like touching all the bases. You know, just like, what do you say? Touching all the bases?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's many ways you can say it.
Yeah, it's difficult, but you know, I don't know. And I guess it is just a phone call. That's the thing. It is just picking it up.
That's like a big thing for you specifically.
No, it is. But also...
But would you say...
that alone time, me driving, is my time to take a break from all this work.
And isn't it crazy, actually, you're not taking a break from all that work because you use that time that you're driving thinking about all your tabs and everything that you have to hit.
Yeah, like
everything that's not
as complete. Soon as I get home, it's like I already know what we got.
Like you're not driving in peace. You're not driving listening to music just like... Because
there's...
There's always something.
The only way I can drive in peace and have a good drive if everything is good.
Or if you consciously are like, you know what, I just can't do this. And you kind of just, you take it off. Like you consciously are like, this is just not going to happen.
I feel like I've done that sometime with some family stuff.
Yeah, the family.
I was just like, you know what? Let me just get things off the list.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just gonna, instead of trying to like get everything in, I'm just gonna take one thing off.
I'm just gonna minimize the list, okay? And you gotta sacrifice something.
Something.
And I'm not saying I'm sacrificing family time or friends time, but I mean,
sometimes you have to.
I haven't hung out with my friends for months.
Right.
We're actually gonna hang out tomorrow for the first time in so long.
Yeah, but because you're hanging out tomorrow, there's probably something else that you might feel like.
No, yeah, because we got to edit this episode tomorrow. But I'm going to do that after.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's basically what's going on. So, I just want to ask people listening, okay? Mm-hmm. If you are in the same situation, if you feel what we're feeling, if you have similar life and you have a lot of things going on, what do you do?
Yeah.
There's not going to be a word on the end of the episode to write. Like, I just want anybody, you know, if you want to comment, you're more than welcome, obviously. Just tell us, what do you do in situations like this? Yeah. Because I'm trying to learn. Because maybe there's something that we're not doing the right way.
I can't imagine what it could be. I think it's more of like, maybe you have to, and I'm trying to actually implement this myself. Maybe you have to just face the reality, which is, again, that you just can't have it all. You can't have all the tabs filled over 50% or 60%. You have to be okay with that's just a fact. I don't know where we even got the idea that you should, like, that should be a thing. I don't know
that what should be a thing.
That we should be able to complete all these things.
Maybe is it possible to have all that stuff, like, because I feel like,
I don't know. I mean, if maybe it is if you just sacrifice on sleep. There's another thing. But you can sacrifice that. You can sleep for 5 hours instead of a full 8 hours. And then you got 3 extra hours right there that you can work out, cook your food, whatever. But
I'm going to make it, I'm really going to try.
Try to what?
to have all that shit, like, at least at 80%.
But wouldn't you say that you already try to do that?
I don't. Like, I try.
You think you could be more strategic about it?
I can be more, like, disciplined with things. You know, the keeping in touch with family, all that is really, I don't even have to go anywhere. I just got to pick up the phone and call. But what happens in my mind is that it's so busy with so many, like, other things to where, like, now picking up the phone and calling someone for an hour.
But see, why does it have to be an hour?
Or 30 minutes, because we haven't talked in a long time.
I know, but you could also... But see, that's another thing.
If you haven't talked to someone for a long time...
Yeah, well, then you just have to devote, like...
You're not going to talk to them for 2 minutes and be like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I also don't think it necessarily has to be an hour.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
And it's... Oh, damn. I lost my... what I was saying.
That you can be more disciplined.
Mental, yeah, it's mental space when it's so occupied with different things. Now I want to add one more thing, and I don't care how easy it is to do. I just want to break.
Yeah.
So even if it is, like, I haven't called my sister in a week or so, it's not that I don't want to. It's just like I'm so in what I have to do for me in my life. You know what I mean? And it's not selfish, or maybe it could be selfish, but also it's okay to be selfish sometimes.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I often feel that way because we just have we choose to add a lot on our plate. Because some people could be like, you don't have to do the move the way that you're doing it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Or you don't have to have as much alone time as you want to have, or you don't have to see your friends as often. Like, you don't have to do anything, but guess what? Like, it's my choice what my goals are in terms of things. And can I take it down a notch? Can I maybe, like, not have such an intense goal? Like, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still it falls under the same idea of, like, I want to have it all as much as possible. It's about managing it better. It's about maybe, like, putting your expectations down, where instead of, like, making an entire to-do list of all the things, you can just put whatever is the most important on there. I don't know. I feel like it's about trying new ways to manage your time to see what works best for you, and just be okay with the idea that, like, something at some point just has to give. You just have to give one thing up. In 1 week, it just might be that you don't have enough time to see your family that week.
Or to go to the gym, which I haven't seen the gym since we got back.
Yeah. Or you just can't hang out with a friend this week. You just don't have the time to.
I would say right now the things that I'm giving up is gym time, hanging out with friends, and I would say, like, alone time also. I haven't been playing soccer with my friends over here. And when I play soccer or basketball, it's such a, like, peaceful time. I don't think about anything. I'm just having fun, and I'm enjoying myself so much,
Yeah.
Which is very important. Like, I need to really prioritize that.
Yeah.
Like, right now it's maybe, like, 6th on the list. Like, it's somewhere, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's like
but it does matter. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We think just because it's not work, it doesn't matter, but it actually really is. Because then, if I'm happy with my activities outside of work, my work will be better, or, like, I'll feel more, like, refreshed.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
So I feel like we all just need to leave here with the idea of, like, being just conscious of this whenever we start feeling overwhelmed, whenever we feel like there's so much to do, you're getting anxious, and just remind yourselves that, like, I really don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible for everything to be covered, for all your bases to be good. And it is what it is.
Yeah. And just alternate each week, give something up, take the other thing back, give something else up.
Yeah, like, maybe it's that, for example, let's say this week I didn't see my family. I didn't see my friends. Like, social life just didn't exist. This week, I was really like, I'm going to get the work done. I'm going to work on our move thing. We're going to just focus on those things. And let's say I also hit the gym, which I didn't. And let's say that's that. So I'm conscious of like, I really didn't I didn't take time to like hang out with friends or anything like that. But I'm going to consciously prioritize that next week. I'm going to make a plan to hang out with the family on the weekend. I'm going to make a plan to hang out with this friend on Tuesday and this friend on Friday or whatever. But then if I'm aware of that, I'm realizing, okay, I'm going to need time to do that next week, which means I can't have a lot of work to do. So let me try to, if I'm already sacrificing my friend time and social time this week, let me really like get as much work done as I can. So next week, when I'm hanging out with my friend or whoever, I'm not thinking the whole time, fuck, I'm like I have hella work to do right now, and I'm out here like having a good time.
That's the worst feeling, when you're having a good time somewhere and you're thinking in your head like, why am I here? Because I have shit I gotta do.
Exactly.
And like, I feel that a lot, and that's not a good feeling, because then I'm not even present.
Yeah, you can't fully enjoy the moment.
No.
When last week when we went to Brenda's birthday, and then we were going to go for like a few hours in the morning and then be at home for like a good 5 hours or so, or 6 or 4 hours, whatever. But we were going to be home and have some time to just be at home, the two of us. And then we were going to go get dinner. That was the plan. And I was planning to finish editing a video in those 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, we had plans.
We had plans to do shit for work on a Saturday. But then when we went there, we met all these people, and we were, can you not do that? And we were having like a good time and really enjoying ourselves. And I made the mistake of forgetting. I completely forgot that I actually had work to do, that I couldn't just hang out.
Yeah.
But I did, because I just forgot. So we hung out there all day. Then we went home for 20 minutes to change and headed back out. And we were just out doing like social shit all day.
And we have fun. You have to make sure we say that.
Oh yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking. And you know what? When I realized, when I woke up the next day, a little hungover, and I was like, bro, today's Sunday. I need to drop a video today.
Yeah.
And that's why something's always got to give, bro. That's just it. If
anybody has solution, comments section is wide open.
And we're just going to wrap it up here, y'all. It's like getting really hot.
Yeah, it's getting really hot. We just wanted to make like a quick episode just to like, catch you guys up on like what's happening and how
we're feeling.
But I will say though, I am proud of us, because we're still putting out podcast episodes every week.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to give up. There's some weeks that we're like, can we just one episode, if we give up one episode in 1 week, that'll free up like so much space. So
much time. And also let me say that,
but we don't want to do that.
No, we don't want to do that. But I would also want to say that the work that we do is just, not to discredit anyone else's work, but it's a little bit different because we don't have a boss. We don't like go and log in and like have somebody basically keeping us accountable. We don't have anyone keeping us accountable.
Yeah.
Which can get hard sometimes, because you're like, you can easily turn on the TV and binge watch whatever show or do whatever, be on your phone, and nobody's going to be like, hey, like, are you done with this work, or are you done with this? There's none of that.
Yeah.
It's up to us to just be our own bosses and get on our own asses.
Yeah. Which is a luxury to have it. We're grateful to, be able to do that.
I would say there's two sides to everything. There's always a glass half full. Like,
because, there's some people who don't even want to like have a career like this.
Oh yeah.
There's some people who just like, I just want to clock in somewhere. Tell me what to do. I'll do it. When I'm done with this, I don't have to listen. I'm there from 9 to 5. After that, don't even bother me until the next day.
Honestly, some days I'm like, that sounds very nice.
And that's very nice.
Yeah.
To go somewhere and then you just work and then you're done completely.
Yeah. Similarly to, I think, if somebody hears like, oh, working for yourself, you don't have any annoying person like nagging at you and you can just choose when you work and all that, that also is nice. But I think every single situation always comes with its own cons,
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. We're gonna leave it there. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And
hope you're having a beautiful day.
Yeah, we hope it's hot.
Shout out to your dog. We hope that what you said.
That it's hot wherever you are. I hope that summer is happening.
Yes, probably
because it's
is.
about to.
Unless you're in Australia, then I know you're probably like midwinter.
Yeah, you love bringing up Australia.
Because one day I will visit Australia and we're gonna do like
one day
huge.
We'll visit Australia.
Did not say that.
No, you said I.
Oh, because you say you love bringing up as if you don't love Australia.
I mean, no hate to Australia.
Damn.
But there's other places I would feel like I want to see before Australia.
Australia, don't worry about it. I love you. I'll come see you, okay? All right, bye guys. We love you, all right?
Yeah, we're not going to do a whole outro. So see you guys next time on the What's the Juice pod. All the best.
All the best.
Bye.